Hi, and welcome to Diversity in the Community. I am your host, Teresa Freeman. Diversity in the community highlights diverse people and subjects. I hope you enjoy today's program. Thank you so much for watching.
Verbal Tears. Two-time national champion, workshop coordinator, and community activist. Welcome to the stage, Influence.
How y'all doing? All right. Can y'all hear me? Yeah. I don't like using microphones. Matter of fact, we family, right? Let's change this, right? Okay, my name is Influence. I'm from New Haven, Connecticut. I happened to marry a woman from y'all city, from Hartford. How many years ago? Long time ago. I'm what you call a national slam poet. Poetry has sent me all over this country. I've performed in NAACP Image Awards. I've performed in some of the best hotels. I've traveled and did a lot. I released the album. Another album's coming up this winter. Like the young man said from the Bronx, I too dove into these streets and did a lot of negative things. I devoted my life to giving back and changing things. So I helped start 2 nonprofits, and I just started another one, helped start another one in Hartford called Renewed Focus. Y'all be hearing about that soon as well. So I'm just gonna get into it. There's gonna be 2 pieces. The first piece, I'm talking to the adults. Who know what a vulture is? Real quick. A vulture. Brother the Green.
I know what a vulture is.
What is it?
It's a bird.
It's a bird that does what?
Prey on anything.
Right, it eats dead things, right? Okay, so one time somebody referred to our children as being vultures. They eat dead things. So this is what I came up with. My father once told me the day would come to pass when so-called young brothers would no longer be called vultures, scavengers. Like we be picking carcasses looking for culture. You see, closed books perpetuate contagious ignorance that's been passed on like swine and cut free from the winning lynch letter. So let's call that incubated breeding. Like the purity of my culture was birthed with the rise at Ivy League colleges, and I'm only American because I was crossbreeded in. As they remodeled my brown skin like clay, got my cities aching. The economic struggle suffocate like the new enterprises battle air, so forget exhaling because I can't afford it. You see, our lungs have become restricted, scientifically re-outfitted. Welfare chokes us like pollution locked inside of a box, putting large holes in the dream of my youth, making them believe that it's sublime to beat and kill each other like slaves fighting for the new age auction blocks. Because their earning potential is that much more greater than stopping their hunger. So gentrification 101 said, so-called public assistance is now the greatest find in America's history, solidifying the concrete jungle. So mandingos no longer hunt from high trees. Poison darts are replaced with glass sticks and cracked rocks. So the KKK no longer has to lynch us. You see, heroin has us hanging from our own veins. So call us strange fruit, harvest by ignorance. Because my young brothers can't see the world at their fingertips. So they massage themselves into believing that their life prosperity can never be as true as Kwame, unless they inflate their dreams into basketballs and footballs and their views of riches only measured by fine girls and expensive cars. Because complacent society said that's the only way they become stars. And BET let 50 Cent tell them their bullet wounds will make you a general, while Weezy got them stuck in cash in the duffel bags when real hustlers put on suits and stack their money up in NASDAQ. So you can't get mad when they tell you they want to hear nothing about education. Because hip-hop propaganda has led them to believe that their lifespan can't get no better than hood rich. Therefore, they feel it better to be called so hood than to become a Rhodes Scholar creative path out the hood. Truth be told, if someone told them that cooking crack was actually chemistry and bagging up a wet 150 to make 400 was the foundations of economics, maybe our babies would go to college. Instead of thinking that higher learning was doing a 5 to 10 in the federal pen. See, I don't know, but maybe it's just me, but if T.I. and Jay-Z said have a swagger like us, actually meant having extreme confidence in oneself, maybe young boys wouldn't take it to positive self-esteem, then spew their dreams from their loins into young girls trying to validate their manhood. Like having extra notches in your pants and your pants sagging representing your life is all good. But young brothers, I understand. Matter of fact, you're standing where I stood. Better yet, you're drowning where I swam. It's like I'm standing on the banks of Jordan watch you gurgle your last breath. See, I can't push these poems out fast enough to reinflate your chest. So let's call this death by abandonment. A generation of people that treat their children like Jesus and show them no acknowledgement. So neighborhood cross streets now become their crucifix. So let's call them the Passion of the Christ, because they're dying for to show their world their true potential. So I send these poems up as melodic hymn notes, asking my God to be forgiven. Because the truth is, the reason why they call our children vultures, because they're scavenging on the garbage that we're given. I'm gonna do one more for you, and I'm from New Haven. New Haven has been known, our nickname is Money Craving Pistol Waving New Haven. That has not been more true than it is in the last 5 years. We've had more death than any other city per capita in the United States of America. Just recently, a young girl got shot. She was 19, 20 years old inside of a club. Random shootings, like 300 people in the club, and this young girl gets shot. So this piece is on my first album, and I did it in 2007, and it's real relevant today. I'm not very white, so don't you laugh at my singing. I'm sensitive about my stuff. That's the sound of the gun raining on the brain. Rain. That's the sound of the gun raining on the brain. Hey. You see, I busted thee busted me. I got tons of gun shells raining down on me. Street massacres turn over souls into millions. No longer the concrete jungle safe for my children. Guns ruin neighborhood fun. Mister, can I have one day of sweet watermelon drenched in the afternoon sun without mommy screaming, duck, young ones, duck, young ones. No longer do ice cream trucks take over the streets, chasing at the laughter, pitter-patter of little feet. Wishing for days as mama as a stick being knocked off my shoulder. These days, gun sounds become acoustic as I've got older. Gunshots put in songs and made it sound fact. So now in the club they dance to 2 Chainz, rat-a-tat-tat, rat-a-tat-tat. You see, we used to run from the sound of someone buzzing, but now it's rush to the corner to see who's the last man standing, or a friendly game of roulette to see who got more heart in them. You see, we got confusion in the nation. This piece of metal has me taken from a place that in a street battle, the worst thing that was used was a bottle. Now we have cop killers who points are hollow. Guns have increased the business of floral arrangements. Less and less black youth are selling college commitments. Bullets fly through the street and separate families. Young girls yelling, mommy, why? Mommy, why? Mommy, why did they take my dad? See, the story that created Perfect Funeral must be hot, because all of my people are rushing to the burial ground to catch the plot. See, I got 15 shots and one in the chamber, so I guess that makes you a very powerful brother. Better yet, the true meaning of a punk with a gun, a gutless, underhanded nigga. What happens to the days of you being a man, standing on the pavement, thumping it out with your hands? The outcome may be a busted lip or a cut eye, but at the end of the day, man, no one died. At the end of the day, man, no one died. At the end of the day, man, no one died. Shaclack, clack, clack, I want my young souls back. Shaclack, clack, clack, I want my young souls back. Shaclack, clack, 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 I want my young souls back. You see, I'm too scared to breathe forth the sun because I feel I'm gonna bury him before my time is done. So now when bullets fly, I no longer run and hide. I stand on these corners, bleeding from my eyes with my hands raised high, asking my God, why? Why? Why does my black youth, why does my Latino youth keep committing? Lord help us, keep committing mass genocide, mass genocide, mass genocide. That's the sound of the gun.
Diagnosed with autism at the age of 5. Doctors told Randall's parents that he would never be able to read, write, walk, or talk, and he will be profoundly mentally disabled for the rest of his life. The doctors even suggested that he be institutionalized due to his disability. Today, Randall still struggles with autism, but he can also read, write, walk, and talk. He's here today through the grace of God as a Christian gospel artist. Praise be to God, and let's give it up for Randall, everybody.
Our Lord Jesus Christ and God are awesome. How awesome? I'll show you. When you hear his name, every angel wants to sing. Easy, awesome is God for a good reason. God out of the heavens and the sins forgiven. Sent his Son, Jesus Christ, to save us all. A Christian can never go hand and cut off all. Our God is awesome. Our God is awesome. He gave us 10 commandments. That is awesome. 3 things God can never do. 1, he can never change. He'll start being the same. 2, he can never ever lie. JC won the big T when he died. 3, he can't let you into heaven till you're born again. As get out to my lungs, die sin, die sin, die sin. Our God is an awesome God. He reigns from heaven above. God is an awesome God. He reigns from heaven above within. The power and love. Our God is an awesome God. God is an awesome God. He reigns. Come out from heaven above within. The power and love. Our God is an awesome God. Let's spread the word, the gospel. All that money, God's will. We got an awesome number and everything. We love you, Jesus. Let's do the love. We love you, Jesus. God is an awesome God. He reigns from heaven above within. From heart and love, our God is an awesome God. God is an awesome God.
Time is it? Party time! Time is it? Party time!
Girl, you know you're beautiful. A shape that makes everybody notice you, especially all the fellas. Most look as jealous, most look as jealous. 'Cause on the real, I can't save you. No, 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 because you gotta save yourself. I can only help you, yeah, yeah. I can only help you, show you how. Listen, I can be your rebound. Let me be your rebound, yeah. He tried to lay you up, but you just hit the rim. I'm about to box him out, that's how we gonna win. Then you gon' see, yeah, yeah. He might be up by 2, but I'm gon' shoot the 3. I might just cross him up if he decide to step to me. 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I can't save you. I can't, because you gotta save yourself. You got to, yeah, yeah. I can help you, help you. Let me tell you how. Let me tell you how. I could be your rebound. I can be your, let me be your rebound. Yeah. I can be your rebound. Hello? How y'all doing? Dudley coming to the stage. We came from Jersey to come show love to y'all. Alright. If you're sexy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're sexy and you know it, clap your hands. So lot of ugly people out there. Are y'all ready? Yeah. They want more love. Yeah. They want more love. They want more love. Oh, you a problem, but you come with all these problems. Communication is key, but you like touching. You ain't talking. You the type to go missing. They call and say you miss me, and I'm like, girl, you tripping. You don't ever listen. But I guess that's that baggage you came with. But you swear you tempted. All the heartbreaks are aimless, but you don't really care. You want love, your heart is aimless. I know you be looking in the mirror. Yeah, with all that makeup on, but I guess you see yourself the clearest. Meanwhile, they don't. They just see you for what you got on. Every kickback pay that you going through your list of don'ts and don'ts. Can you hear me? You're just one of many that fall victim to the world, so I wrote this sincerely. You can feel the love, what I'm saying, how you know it's true. Love is a game, and baby, see, I ain't tryna lose. I'm on my P's and Q's, most people get it confused. Baby, chicken don't know the difference between the two. Tell me, is it love or lust? Is it love or lust? Tell me, is it love or lust? Baby, chicken don't know the difference between the two. Tell me what's on your mind. You say I'm busy, we gon' spend time. But when I'm on, you be running to that other so wrong. Think that I'm playing, girl, you know I love messing with you. But on the real, it's hard to trust. Still saying us. Girls tryna take a picture with you. Wanna love you, even tryna have a baby with you. You think you're in love, but I'm saying how you know it's true. Love is a game, and baby, see, I ain't tryna lose. I'm on my P's and Q's, most people get it confused. Baby, chicken don't know the difference between the two. Tell me, is it love or lust? Is it love or lust? Tell me, is it love or lust? Baby, chicken don't know the difference between the two. Go, get 'em. Yeah. I look at her, never met her, feel something different. My conscience giving me a lecture. Maybe I just need to analyze the situation. Sick with love, I'm just another one to keep his patience. For a victim, I can't seem to listen to the right side of my brain that's telling me that I am drifting. Can you hear me? You're just one of many that fall victim to the world, so I wrote this. You think you're in love, but I'm saying how you know it's true. Love is a game, and baby, see, I ain't tryna lose. I'm on my P's and Q's, most people get it confused. Baby, tripping, don't know the difference between the two. Tell me, is it love or lust? Is it love or lust? Tell me, is it love or lust? Baby, tripping, don't know the difference between the two.
But they love it, and always no more love.
They want more loving,
But they love it, and always no more love.
they want more loving,
But they love it, and always no more love.
they want more loving.
But they love it, and always no more love.
Thank y'all, thank y'all. I got one more for y'all.
Start school, my baby need new shoes. I can't win, but I still remain cool. Blow hotter than the devil. Why I can't blow? Birds deeper than the kettle. Demons in my head screaming louder than the kettle. I'm ready to rock and roll, heavy metal. I'm about to lose myself. But you heard that ain't even half of the pain I feel. But I can't stop, won't stop. I'ma keep doing this till my body drops. I'm on the grind for a better days. Cause right now 9 to 5 is my only pain. Yeah, and suicide trying to get a raise. And these beats that rob me sending me. The only way I can levitate. The only way I can get get a break. The only way I can fly, stress could die. It's music therapy, therapy, therapy.
How many of y'all love music? Whether you dance or whether you sing, you love music. That's what I need to get me through the day.
Music therapy. Dad on drugs, where's the love? He was still from his own son. Matter of fact, his grandson. And I don't know what's worse, leave him all alone or to stop his hurt. Cause when I see him shaking, my heart can't take it. But when I see him using, I feel like I'm cursed. I don't wanna see that hearse going 6 feet, going in that dirt. Lord, I pray, there gotta be a better way. For better days, cause right now 9 to 5 is my only pay. Yeah, suicide trying to get a raise, and these beats that rob me, it's the only way I can levitate. The only way I can get a break. The only way I can fly, stress out. It's music therapy, therapy.
I think I met Rob about 3-4 years ago. Back then it was R&B, so nice back. Always felt like I was close to winning the race, getting the goal, coming in first, and I got hit in the face by reality, saying that I'm irrelevant. Started working at 9 to 5, and I'm just not settling. I'm supposed to be settling in a new condo, but I got distracted, lost focus, man. I just couldn't go. All that stress in my head, I was screaming for help. Like my God, just but then I was killing myself, but there was no one there to help me. I wasn't mentally ready, looking for someone to love me and say they never forgive me. And said everyone say me, say they never get me.
Put your ones up.
My contacts here, who could come get me? Making the shit out of music. Everything I want, my bucket list before I die. You can never really run. I don't wanna eat another pack of ramen noodles. Man, I hate it, yeah. And I hate being alone. Anyone ever call? I know you got a phone. Didn't think of me at all. You couldn't pick up the phone, right? Lost in my thoughts, lost in my thoughts. Man, for success, no matter the cost. I just hope it all work out in the end. I know I'ma make it. It's just a matter of when, right?
I'm on the grind for a better day, cause right now 9 to 5 is my only pay. And suicide trying to get a raise, and these beats that rob me, sending me. The only way I can levitate, the only way I can get a break, the only way I can fly, stress can die. It's music therapy, therapy, therapy.